Welcome to your Points After Report. I'm Victoria Sheehan, reporting for Touchdown Alabama.
There's two things that I always talk about. How do you bring players to your team, and how do you develop the players once they get to your team?
Nick Saban, a notorious recruiter, had a lot to say about Alabama's 2010 recruiting class, but not a lot of it had to do with its ratings.
I'm not really much into the ratings and really don't even know how we are rated and really don't much care.
In the culmination of the recruiting season, Alabama roped in 29 players, 6 of them defensive backs, brought in to fill a much-needed void of tackle types after losing 6 defensive backs and a 7th, Kareem Jackson, for the NFL draft.
I think everybody's got to look at numbers, because of the situation, we probably had to recruit more by need in this recruiting class than ever before.
DeMarcus Milliner represents just one of those DBs eager to replace defensive speed and talent on Alabama's field. Milliner waived his last semester of his high school senior year to come to the capstone early.
I did it for the better because I get in college and I was trying to help myself out by coming to college early. And I'm going to miss the high school prom, and I run track, so I'm going to miss that too, but it's okay. Yeah, first I thought it was going to be very hard coming in from high school to college, but now I got acquainted with the college life, and everything's going great. Take 5 classes, 15 hours, and feel great about it.
Milliner, who admits to be an effective cornerback needs to work on speed and tackling, is one of 11 recruits of the 2010 class that chose to enroll early. Mid-year enrollees, according to Nick Saban, is one trend in a recruiting game that is picking up pace.
We haven't had that many in the past. I think there's a trend right now that more and more players are interested in doing that. It used to be sort of the exception that someone would want to do that or be in a circumstance academically to do that, but I think you see more and more players that are interested in doing that. I sit here and talk about us having to start our recruiting process earlier because everything sort of gets accelerated, but I think that sort of happens with the young players too. They're looking at schools and coming to junior days when they're sophomores. We used to use, camp to get most of the juniors to come to camp and make a lot of decisions on them after camp. They don't want to come to camp anymore. They want to already know before they go to camp whether you want them or not.
When the focus is on younger players, evolving seniors can be overlooked, something Brandon Ivory, a 335-pound linebacker from Tennessee who signed with Bama, almost experienced.
Guys that develop as seniors and play very well in their senior year can very much get overlooked because seldom do you even go back and look at them. Because going into this season, we were almost full before they ever played their senior year.
Advantages of early enrollees includes easier transitions on and off the field, both academically and socially, and helps when teenagers are faced with the abrupt attention that comes playing for the Crimson Tide.
Be sure any recruiter tell you, all the attention, all the reporters calling and stuff like that, it'll get to you in a heartbeat. And if you're not careful, it'll turn you upside down, and it'll turn you to somebody different. So you have to stay calm. If you don't, it'll affect your performance on the field, it'll affect you in the classroom, it'll affect who you hang with. Everything. It affects everything. So if you're not careful, it'll change you.
Philip Sims, the only quarterback signed in 2010, is 17. He says he tries not to think about the attention and has found plenty of help from existing quarterbacks already on Bama's roster.
I met Greg on my visits and stuff like that. He showed me around and stuff like that. AJ's in my weightlifting group, so we're always together. We lift together. Stars here. He's in my weightlifting group. I watch film with guys like that. They show me the ropes, teach me cadences and stuff like that. So, it's a great group of guys. You can't ask for any better guys.
A new era of players now comes to a place that holds 13 national championships. For Philip Sims, it's something more than just a dream come true.
There's so many weapons, so much talent around here. You got a Heisman in the backfield, Trent behind him, and Johnston Fowler, we brought him in this year, Eddie Lace, redshirt. It's too much talent around here. It's a quarterback's dreamland. You just got to come in and take advantage of the opportunities.